Welcome students to the class in social psychology on the topic social perception. I would like to begin this class by showing you some images. In this image, you can see probably a picture of a man with a musical instrument, that is the trumpet, or the face of a girl. In the second picture, you can see a vase or maybe two faces. Each of us have our own way of interpreting situations from the environment. Like you see in this picture, some of us could interpret this glass as half empty, while others as half full. This is perception. Perception in psychology involves how we interpret the sensory environment, sensory situations. Perception can be defined as how we interpret our sensory experience in our day-to-day life. Social perception includes the process by which we try to understand those around us. There are some central aspects of perception, which includes non-verbal communication, attribution, impression formation, and impression management. Non-verbal communication is communication that does not include the use of spoken languages or the use of words. It relies on unspoken language such as facial expressions, body language, eye contact, and so on. Facial expressions, like the Roman orator Cicero once said, the face is the image of the soul. Each of our facial expressions reflect some underlying emotion that we are all experiencing. These experiences give us an understanding of what the person is truly feeling from within. It is seen through research that when athletes who have won at the Olympics, their facial expressions reflect their emotional experience. It is observed that the one who has won the gold medal would be the most happiest among the three, so also the one with the bronze. But the one who has won a silver medal is less likely to experience as much happiness because the thought that I could have won the gold would be playing in their mind. Whereas a person who has won a bronze medal would feel that at least I won a medal. Next is eye contact. Eye contact is a way of communication as well. Each of the eye contacts reflect a kind of emotion or expression that we are trying to communicate with those around us. If we are shy, we'll try to avoid a eye contact. If we are angry, upset, depending on the type of emotion, we'll engage in the right kind of eye contact. Eye contact also includes gazing, which includes when we like someone or we like to express our interest, we will be looking at that person. Staring would include a long persistent gaze, which could indicate some kind of negative expression of emotion. Body language includes gestures, posture, and body movements. In our conversations, in our day-to-day life, we engage in a lot of body gestures and postures. These again reflect a sense of our underlying expression of emotion. While we're sitting for an interview or we're sitting for class, our body language reflects our interest for the situation that we are in. It also reflects our underlying emotion at that time. Another aspect of non-verbal communication is gestures. Like in gestures, we could use thumbs up, thumbs down to indicate some kind of emotion that we are signaling out, that we are happy, we are content, or we are discontent. Gestures also include emblems that are specific to a particular culture. Emblems such as a namaste sign or touching of the feet are some of the Indian emblems that are part of gestures. With this, I would like to conclude the class on social perception. Thank you.